Namaste, and a warm, heartfelt welcome. I am Vishwanath, and it is a profound joy to have you join me today. Welcome to our exploration of the timeless wisdom imparted by Lord Krishna to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita. This sacred text, often called the Song of God, is not merely an ancient scripture. It is a living, breathing guide to understanding the deepest currents of our existence, our purpose, and the very nature of reality itself. It speaks to the core of our being, offering solace, clarity, and a pathway to inner transformation, as relevant today as it was millennia ago when these divine words were first uttered. This sacred conversation took place on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, just before the epic Mahabharata war. Imagine the scene. Arjuna, a celebrated warrior, stands at the precipice of a monumental conflict, facing his own kin, his teachers, and his friends. His heart is heavy, his spirit besieged by doubt and despair. It is in this moment of profound existential crisis that Lord Krishna, his charioteer and divine guide, unveils the profound truths that form the essence of the Gita. This battlefield is not just a physical location, it is a metaphor for the internal struggles we all face, the conflicts between our duties and our desires, our fears and our highest aspirations. Together, we will delve into the heart of these teachings, seeking not just intellectual understanding, but a resonant experience that touches our souls. The Gita invites us to awaken to our true potential, to live with courage, wisdom, and a deep sense of connection to the universe and the divine intelligence that orchestrates it all. As we journey through these sacred verses, may we find inspiration to navigate our own lives with greater peace, purpose, and an ever-expanding awareness of the infinite possibilities that reside within us. In the midst of Arjuna's profound desolation, Krishna's first and most crucial guidance centers on the concept of dharma, our intrinsic duty, our unique purpose in the grand cosmic play. He gently yet firmly reminds Arjuna of his kshatriya dharma, the warrior's sacred obligation to uphold righteousness, to stand against adharma, or injustice, even when the path is fraught with personal anguish and difficult choices. This isn't merely about societal roles. It's about aligning our actions with the universal order, with the very fabric of truth that sustains existence. Krishna illuminates that fulfilling one's dharma is not a burden, but a pathway to spiritual growth, a means by which we contribute to the harmony of the whole, and ultimately, realize our own truest self. It is about listening to that inner voice, the subtle calling of our soul that guides us towards actions that are authentic and aligned with our deepest values, regardless of external pressures or anticipated outcomes. Understanding and embracing our dharma requires a deep introspection, a journey into the core of our being to discover what truly resonates with our spirit. It is about recognizing that each of us has a unique set of talents, responsibilities, and a specific role to play in the unfolding drama of life. Krishna emphasizes that performing one's own dharma, however humble it may seem, is far superior to attempting to fulfill the dharma of another, even if done perfectly. This is because our own dharma is attuned to our innate nature, our swabhava. By courageously and consciously engaging with our duties, we purify our minds, cultivate inner strength, and move closer to understanding the interconnectedness of all life. It is in the dedicated performance of our rightful actions, without attachment to personal gain, that we begin to experience a profound sense of fulfillment and unwavering inner peace, knowing we are in harmony with the cosmic rhythm. As Arjuna grapples with the thought of causing harm to his beloved kinsman, Krishna imparts a truth that shatters the illusion of mortality. The soul, the Atman, is eternal, unborn, and undying. He explains with profound clarity that what we perceive as death is merely a transition for the soul, akin to shedding old clothes for new ones. The body, a temporary vessel made of matter, is subject to birth, decay, and dissolution. But the consciousness that animates it, the true self, is beyond these physical transformations. This understanding is not meant to diminish the experience of loss, but to reframe it, to lift the veil of fear that surrounds death, and to reveal the continuity of our essential being. Krishna's words invite us to identify not with the perishable form, but with the imperishable essence that is our true identity, a spark of the divine that is timeless and indestructible. This profound teaching about the soul's immortality offers immense solace and courage. If the soul is eternal, then the actions performed in alignment with Dharma do not lead to ultimate destruction, but are part of a larger, ongoing evolutionary journey of consciousness. Krishna emphasizes that weapons cannot cleave the soul, fire cannot burn it, water cannot wet it, and wind cannot dry it. It is ancient, constant, and ever-present. By internalizing this truth, we begin to detach from the fear of personal annihilation and the anxieties tied to our physical existence. This allows us to act with greater freedom, integrity, and fearlessness, knowing that our true self transcends the limitations of the physical body and the fleeting nature of worldly experiences. It is an invitation to live from a place of soul awareness, recognizing the eternal within ourselves and within all beings. Krishna then introduces Arjuna to the profound path of karma yoga, the yoga of selfless action, a way to engage with the world and fulfill our duties without becoming entangled in the web of karmic consequences. He advises Arjuna to perform his duty, to act with skill and dedication, but without any attachment to the fruits or results of those actions. This principle, known as nishkama karma, is the cornerstone of karma yoga. It is not about inaction or indifference to outcomes, but rather about shifting our focus from personal gain, praise, or failure to the act itself, performed as an offering, a dedication to a higher purpose or to the divine. When we act with this inner freedom, our actions become pure, unburdened by the anxieties of success or the despair of failure, leading to a state of inner equilibrium and profound liberation. This detachment from results does not mean a lack of effort or commitment. On the contrary, it often leads to more focused and effective action because the mind is not clouded by worry or ego-driven desires. Krishna explains that we have a right to our actions, but never to their fruits. By relinquishing our claim on the outcomes, we free ourselves from the emotional roller coaster of expectations and disappointments. This practice cultivates a sense of equanimity and allows us to participate fully in life, engaging with our responsibilities with a calm and steady mind. Karma yoga transforms everyday activities into a spiritual practice, where every action, performed with awareness and selflessness, becomes a means of connecting with the divine and purifying our consciousness. It is about doing our best and then letting go, trusting in the larger cosmic intelligence to orchestrate the results. In Chapter 4, we delve into the ocean of love, exploring the journey of Bhakti Yoga. Beyond the paths of duty and action, Krishna illuminates the transformative power of Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of devotion, a path that speaks directly to the heart. He reveals that by surrendering to God, the Supreme Being, the ultimate reality, with unwavering love, faith, and single-pointed devotion, one can attain liberation and union with the divine. This is not a path of intricate rituals or intellectual prowess alone, but one of profound emotional connection, where the devotee sees the divine in all things and all beings, and offers every thought, word, and deed as an act of love. Krishna assures Arjuna that those who fix their minds on him, worship him with steadfast faith, and dedicate all their actions to him, are swiftly lifted from the ocean of birth and death. Bhakti Yoga is the cultivation of an intimate, loving relationship with the source of all existence. This path of devotion is accessible to everyone, regardless of their background or intellectual capacity, for it springs from the natural human yearning for connection, love, and transcendence. Krishna emphasizes the importance of remembering him, chanting his names, meditating on his form, and serving him through service to humanity and all creation. Such practices gradually purify the heart, dissolving the ego and filling the devotee with divine love, peace, and joy. Bhakti is not about blind faith, but an experiential journey where the devotee begins to feel the palpable presence of the divine in their life, experiencing a deep sense of protection, guidance, and grace. It is a path that transforms the emotions from sources of bondage into powerful currents that carry us towards ultimate freedom and an ecstatic union with the beloved. Chapter 5. Illuminating the Mind, the Wisdom of Jnana Yoga. Krishna further unfolds the path of Jnana Yoga, the yoga of knowledge or wisdom, for those who are inclined towards introspection, inquiry, and philosophical understanding. He explains that true wisdom lies in the profound ability to discriminate between the eternal, Atman, Brahman, the soul, and the temporary, the physical body, the material world, fleeting experiences. This is not mere intellectual accumulation of information, but a deep, intuitive realization of the ultimate truth of our existence and the nature of reality. Jnana Yoga involves a rigorous process of self-inquiry, Atma-vichara, questioning who am I, and peeling away the layers of false identification with the body, mind, and ego to uncover the luminous, unchanging self within. It is the path of understanding the illusory nature of the phenomenal world, Maya, and recognizing the one indivisible consciousness that pervades everything. Through the diligent practice of listening to scriptures, reflecting upon their meaning, and deep meditation, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, the seeker on the path of Jnana Yoga gradually transcends ignorance, avidya, which is the root cause of suffering and bondage. Krishna teaches that knowledge is like a purifying fire that burns away all karmic residues and misconceptions, revealing the inherent freedom and bliss of our true nature. This wisdom is not dry or abstract. It is a living realization that brings about a fundamental shift in perspective, leading to detachment from the ephemeral and a deep-rooted peace that is unshaken by the dualities of life. It is the awakening to the truth that we are not limited beings, but infinite consciousness itself, one with the Supreme. Chapter 6. The Still Point of Being, Cultivating Equanimity. A central theme woven throughout Krishna's teachings is the cultivation of equanimity, a state of profound mental balance and inner stillness amidst the inevitable dualities of life. He describes the wise person, the sthitaprajna, as one who remains undisturbed by success and failure, pleasure and pain, gain and loss, honor and dishonor. This state of equanimity does not imply indifference or emotional suppression, but rather a deep understanding of the transient nature of worldly experiences and an unwavering connection to the unchanging self within. Krishna advises Arjuna to perform his duty without being swayed by these dualities, to remain even-minded in all circumstances. This inner poise is a hallmark of spiritual maturity and a direct outcome of practicing karma yoga, bhakti yoga, or jnana yoga. To achieve such profound balance, Krishna emphasizes the importance of mastering the senses and the mind. The mind, he says, can be our greatest friend or our worst enemy, depending on whether it is controlled or uncontrolled. Through practices like meditation, mindfulness, and self-discipline, one can learn to observe thoughts and emotions without being carried away by them, thereby cultivating an inner sanctuary of peace. This balanced state allows us to navigate the complexities of life with clarity, wisdom, and compassion. Equanimity is not a passive state, but a dynamic stability that empowers us to act effectively and live joyfully, anchored in the serenity of our true being, regardless of the storms that may rage in the external world. It is the freedom from reactivity, the ability to respond to life from a place of centered awareness. Chapter 7. The Cosmic Dance. Witnessing the Vishvarupa. In one of the most awe-inspiring moments of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, at Arjuna's request, reveals his Vishvarupa, his divine, universal cosmic form. This is not merely a philosophical declaration of his supremacy, but a direct, experiential revelation of his infinite nature as the source, sustainer, and ultimate destination of all universes, all beings, and all phenomena. Arjuna witnesses a breathtaking, terrifying, and magnificent vision, seeing countless forms, celestial beings, the past, present, and future, all contained within Krishna's boundless form. This revelation demonstrates that Krishna is not just a personal deity or a wise teacher, but the supreme truth, the ultimate ground of all existence, the Parabrahman from whom everything emanates and into whom everything dissolves. This profound experience shatters Arjuna's limited human perspective, filling him with overwhelming awe, reverence, and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things within the divine matrix. Krishna declares, "I am the origin of all. From me, everything evolves." The Vishvarupa vision underscores the immanence and transcendence of God, present in every atom yet beyond all comprehension. It serves as a powerful reminder that the divine is not separate from creation, but is its very essence. This chapter highlights that while paths to understanding the divine may vary, the ultimate reality is one, all-encompassing and infinitely majestic. It invites us to perceive the divine play in the universe around us and within us, and to recognize the ultimate unity underlying all apparent diversity. Outro, integrating the Gita's wisdom, your journey continues. As our exploration of these sacred teachings draws to a close for now, I hope you feel a deeper resonance with the profound wisdom shared. These teachings of Krishna to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita provide profound insights into life, duty, and spirituality. They are not merely historical dialogues, but are living principles that offer a roadmap for navigating our own inner and outer battles with courage, clarity, and a heart full of devotion. The Gita reminds us that within each of us lies an eternal soul, a capacity for selfless action, a yearning for divine love, and the potential for unshakable wisdom and equanimity. The journey with the Bhagavad Gita is a lifelong one, a continuous unfolding of deeper meanings and personal revelations. Each verse, each teaching holds layers of significance that reveal themselves as we grow in awareness and apply these principles in our daily lives. The path it lays out is one of holistic transformation, touching every aspect of our being, our actions, our emotions, our intellect, and our connection to the very source of life. It encourages us to live with purpose, to embrace our responsibilities with a detached yet engaged spirit, and to seek the ultimate truth that liberates us. I invite you to carry these reflections with you, to ponder them in the quiet spaces of your heart, and to see how they can illuminate your own unique path. The wisdom of the Gita is a gift, an invitation to awaken to our highest potential and to live a life of profound meaning and joy. Would you like a deeper explanation on any specific teaching? Please share your thoughts and questions in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this sacred journey. Namaste.